anybody will remember, but long ago, I predicted that before trial ever occurred, right before trial actually, I predicted that somehow, magically, miraculously, the knife would be found. And so I don't know if y'all heard, but I just heard this today. And June 21st and 22nd, there's a community search along the highway. See, check this out. A little weird, kind of late. By a private investigator for the knife. Like, why now? Did the police even ever really look for the murder weapon? Or is it just, weird that not almost, 2.5 years later, somebody's trying to find this weapon? I find it very odd. So, Jason Jensen is putting together and asking for help June 21st and 22nd to go find said murder weapon. And, well, I don't believe one weapon was used. I don't believe one person did this, but I can't wait to see what this outcome is. What do you guys think? I just am, nothing in this case surprises me anymore. It's almost to the fact that it's baffling because I'm just going to be quiet. I just want to know your thoughts. Had you heard about this? I will put the link to the whole article in the description box, and I just can't wait to see what they come up with. One thought from yesterday's court hearing. And Judge Hippler needs to stop touching his face. He looks miserable, pissed, tired, bored, over it, constipated. I don't know, but it's kind of really super improper for Your Honor to always have his hands on his face, looking like a disgrace. Let's just refresh our memory on what Miss Mabbitt said.
What is it that, or I guess, when did you get the call on Sunday?
I got the call just a few minutes after noon that there were 4 homicides, but I didn't go to the scene because of law enforcement doing their investigation first. So I didn't actually go to the scene until about 5 or 5:30.
Can you walk us through, like, for our viewers, kind of the process between when police show up and then you guys getting the bodies and doing your examinations?
Sure. Well, law enforcement goes through and looks for any evidence, takes videos and pictures of everything in there, and
law enforcement that does their proper job, right, Kathy?
Talking with people. So I don't really need to be there for that. They can't move the bodies. I mean, the bodies have to stay as they were until the coroner gets there. So that's what my job is.
So in your experience, what is it that you saw when you showed up?
Well, there was a lot of blood. It's a very sad scene with 4 murdered college students.
You're ruling all 4 deaths homicides?
Yes.
Okay. And can you give us a manner of death? Yeah.
I believe that the press release was that they were from a sharp object.
No way, dude. Miss Mabbitt, tell us more.
So
stabbings.
Yeah, we'll know more after the autopsies tomorrow.
Kathy, we want to know what you saw, what your job duties entail, not what the cops told you to tell us.
Okay. And when it comes to doing the investigation post-autopsy, that falls on you, correct?
Yes. It's my job to determine the manner and mechanism of death.
She didn't ask what the press release said, Kathy. She asked you a question.
So, do you have any idea how long it could take, if those were relevant, to get any type of results back on that?
Well, the toxicology reports, right, they usually take 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes longer. But they might, I don't think they're going to be relevant in the actual manner or cause of death.
Pretty sure everything's relevant in a murder investigation.
And do we know how long between the time of death and when police found them, approximately?
No, I don't know for sure.
Do we have any could it have been hours? Could it have been a day? Was it maybe close? Is there any sort of time frame there?
Not that I'm aware of.
You said the scene was really difficult. I mean, is this something you've had to deal with before in Moscow?
Since I've been coroner, there have been at least 2 other multiple homicide scenes that I've been involved in. So,
Would you say this is probably the most gruesome?
it's hard to just single it out.
Kathy, you didn't answer the question.
It's the only one I've been to where there have been 4 people at one scene. There have been the other ones have had multiple scenes.
Then why do you guys gotta lie about this one having multiple scenes?
Okay. So what is it or I guess, when did you get the call on Sunday?
I got the call just a few minutes after noon that there were 4 homicides, but I didn't go to the scene because of law enforcement.
Girl, well, I guess you can blame them somewhat.
Can you walk us through, for our viewers, kind of the process between when police show up and then you guys getting the bodies and doing your examinations?
Sure. Well, law enforcement goes through and looks for any evidence.
Oh, do you please tell us more, Kathy?
Takes videos and pictures of everything in there, and they'll start talking with people.
But the question is, did they do their job?
So I don't really need to be there for that. They can't move the bodies. I mean, the bodies have to stay as they were.
How is it that still to this day no one saw anything being removed except beds and that type of thing from that house? I want body cam of Murphy in the house. I'm just curious, are these, knife-loving roomies gonna ever, have to explain their fascination with all types of knives? Anywho, let me know your thoughts, y'all. And here comes my dog. I just want to know your thoughts on this whole search for the knife and what you think is going to happen. Do you think said knife will be found? What do you think this is all about? And I have to do my homework because I don't even know. I didn't look it up yet. Whoever Jason Jensen is, I guess he's a PI or whatever. Is he the hired PI by a family? I mean, y'all, this just gets more and more circus-like by the day. Not my circus, not my monkeys, but it's not entertaining. It's disgusting, most of it. And it's not looking like Idaho knows how to handle the justice system. But I'll end it on this note. Thank God Karen Reed and thank God those jurors knew what was up. Thank God. So, yay, Karen Reed. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. And have a great night, y'all. Talk to you soon. And stay safe.